Hey folks, Evan here. So we're going to be working on the farm today. This monstrosity is the beginnings of it. Essentially, the problem is we have this hill, and this hill, well, it's a problem because it's angled. About roughly at least a block, maybe 2 blocks. Large blocks, that is. So, I'm trying to make this apparatus that will, hopefully, work. They'll give me a sloped rail that will allow a cart to move back and forth. And see, that's as far as I'm going to take it for this side. And, we'll connect the rail up there. Go figure, there's 2 deer in here. They're just messing around. Don't care that I'm working. Now this is the tricky part. I'm trying to figure out exactly how I want to put this. Because I want to make sure that this... Oh, am I out of timber? Oh, I must be. Okay, I didn't think I was going to run out that quickly, but apparently I will. So I'll grab a bunch more. And so the goal is to make a rail, top and bottom rail, that another set of rails will go through, or a cart system will go through. We'll grab 40, no, that was 80, I'm sorry. We'll grab 80 and we'll see where we can get to. Alright, I need to get some wheels now. See, I'm not digging that because it's angled. I was hoping that it wasn't going to be, but apparently it will be. So we'll take that out. See, I'm already changing my mind here a little bit. Hmm. Oh dear. Right. So, how do I do this? Is the question. Now, if I did it like this, okay, it does fall in pretty nicely, actually. So we'll do that. I'm gonna have to pick these up again, and then we'll put it back in, and it'll be a quad rail system. I keep forgetting I can just do like this and it should work. Oh, that's right. Oops. I'm out of catch blocks again. Shoot. Alright, off to make more catch blocks. So, a lot of my engineering things, if you will, are a bunch of trial and error. For this one, it's going to be, again, trial and error. The goal is to have the cart itself, and then that cart's going to run up and down that rail. And this may or may not work. I mean, everything's kind of finicky right now, so fingers crossed, to be honest. Let's just grab a bunch of these. I think they said 5 stacks, so let's get 2 stacks here then. This is a nice change that they added in. Before it was these were individuals and it just took up my entire inventory. And before I get too much further, I'm gonna grab some more food real quick. I haven't finished that as of right now. I'll do that later on in the week. Alright, cool. Side note, I want to get the other plants mods in here soon enough, because it's kind of boring eating bread. I'd like to have some different food items to add in. I've actually thought about just taking out the hunger bar altogether, since it's really just a hindrance at this point. But then again, who knows? Maybe we'll probably leave it. See, now give a gap in there. I'm hoping this will be enough. Alright, so we're gonna just taking a look here to make sure this is gonna work. It should. Um, I tell you what, we'll come back to the cart portion of this in just a moment. In fact, we'll save it here just in case. It might be low enough to the ground. Who am I kidding? It probably isn't. You know what I'm gonna... Yeah. We'll do it this way. I think. You know, we definitely... you know what? I'll do it this way. And what I'm trying to figure out is because once I drop this, I probably won't be able to add these catch blocks in again. And so, we'll do that. And we'll add in, I don't know, let's see here. 3 on each side. If that works, then what I can do is when it drops, I can add in the farming utensils. No, the best thing I can say right now is you'll see in the future how that's going to work out. What I want is a gap of 4 in between this. There we go. Or I'm sorry, not 4, 2. It's gonna... That's a 4x4 square is what I was trying to say. Oh dear. Okay, there we go. And I'm not entirely confident in that, actually. So what I'm going to do is I'll do is so. And yes, if anybody's wondering, yes, I'm aware that this is very unrealistic, but it is what it is. Something, a beam this long would never be able to work. Huh, I wonder why that is. Wait, never mind, it is, right? Oh man, this is really timber heavy. Okay, so right. So I'm not entirely sure how well this is going to work. We're going to definitely save this onto a new save. Now, I'm trying to remember over here. It was without... It's 7 here. Okay, I couldn't stand it anymore. I had to go get rid of these. Just the constant noise. Also, I did a little bit of work here to try to get ready for the drop. It's a bit tricky. We're going to save it one more time, make sure we're all ready. Nope, I gotta go over here and start from this angle. Oh dear, this is why we saved first. Okay, so while this is loading, basically what had happened is that I wasn't paying attention and screwed it up. Yay! Anyways, what I was going to do with the Catch Block series is I'm trying to avoid a clang engine, which with that many rotors, I'm sorry, engines are bound to happen. We don't want clang engines. Putting in some square blocks. And by the way, if you've never played Medieval Engineers before, this is what happens. There we go. That should tie everything together. Oh, one more thing before we get too far in. Is to make sure those the cart is not going to roll down too far. See, we already have an issue. Oh boy. Ah, I think it snapped in place. Perfect. Alright, looks good. Alright. That should keep the, everything from... Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Before we get too much further, I have to take out the cart block, I believe. There we go. Looks good. Okay. Now we'll go over here and we'll start to drop it down. I wonder if the... Yep, here's the bags. I'm not having any luck with the deer looting system, so that's how I have to deal with it. I have to wait until the bags appear and then I'm fine. Okay, so there's the first one. That was a little unexpected. I thought I had one more available. There we go. Oh, almost took away the one block I needed. Okay, so this is 6, 7-ish, roughly. Looks good. Ah, I see the mistake. Hmm. Perfect. Sort of. It's not coming down quite yet. Let's see here. What is the problem? I don't think it's tilted on anything, so... yeah, whatever. What we'll do now is we're going to take... ropes, that is what I wanted to say. And that will keep that from becoming a problem. Alright, so we got most of this started. Oh, I hope I have not caused too much issues. The other option is I could put a cart underneath it and pull it along. Oops. Well, it's an interesting problem to have, to be sure. Let's see, that seems to have slightly fixed the issue. See, here's the problem, right? It's just that it's... Yeah, that was what I was afraid of. I have no idea what I just picked up, if anything. Oh, I picked up a rail. That's not good. There, all better. I'm going to save this real quick and see what happens if I put a block into the ground. Ah, that's what happens. Okay, so I need to get some more wheels, and then this should be fine. Hopefully this isn't taking too terribly long. Such is life. So my plan is, if it's not terribly long, I'm going to use the the variant of this rope drum. Let's see here. We'll put it here. It's the lockable one I'm going to use. I hope. The reason I say that is because then I can unlock it and then have it rotate rotate freely. That makes sense. Oh, that doesn't make too much sense, does it? So essentially, I would unlock it, and then it would release rope as the apparatus gets pulled in one direction or another. Wheels, that's what I came in here for. Okay. Now I'm trying to avoid quick traveling because somebody had suggested that it might be quick traveling that's dropping down my frames, and I hope this isn't showing up as too choppy. I kind of noticed that in other YouTubers' videos I was watching. I'm like, I hope that's not happening to me. Ah, that's too close. No. What I'll do is I'll rotate these outwards one. Or better yet, I'll just take this off and put 9, I think. Probably more like that. Because the plow will be on the back end. Okay, this should work a little bit better. Okay, so my hope is that this, we're going to do a test run here in a moment. It might be easier if I go down here and put in the first rope jump. Oh, hey, look at that. That dropped. There we go. A little bit better. Am I out of catch blocks now, too? Jeez. Alright, we are going to quick travel this time. I hope that didn't decrease the frames too much. if at all. Oh, I've got rotten timbers right here. Cool. Now this part I do have to actually run back because I don't, when I quick travel to this zone over here, I ended up on the outside walls, and then it takes longer to actually get back in. And looking at this, I'm not sure that this that I'm going to be able to do that one variant. I was talking about it earlier. See, it says 70. That's gonna be iffy. It might be something where I'm just gonna have to put some, or make some more rope over time. And yeah, it's too much. No. Ugh. I'm gonna have flashbacks to season 3 all over again. Okay, so I'm not getting the rope back this time. Oh boy. So we're gonna have to, in order to get this to work, we're gonna have to sacrifice 3 ropes or so. Or 4 ropes, I'm sorry. Oh goody. The other option is that I could switch the, oh yeah, I could cut it out of 2. Not to worry. But anyways, let's try one. Let's have one go at it and see how it works out. I could probably even get another set on the outside here. In fact, I will probably at some point in time. But let's check it out. So far, so good. Sorry if this is loud. It's not loud on my end, but... Okay, it looks good. Slight issue over there, but that's really not a big problem. What I'll probably do is I'll probably end up putting another set of stuff on the either side. Alright, cool. Alright, keep saying alright. You know what? Let's make a massive wheat harvest to begin with. And that will help us out with red. Since that's our main staple at the moment, even though we just got a bunch of meat. Drop that stuff off. Now wheat. There's flax. We don't really need flax. Wheat. Good. Not sure how many we're going to need, but we might as well just grab a bunch. Now, I could have set this up with a kind of like a belt system, but the belt systems are iffy at times, and they can kind of really screw up if they're not done right. It's evident in Season 1 where the whole thing just picked up and flipped over on its end. Okay, I can fit 14 in there, so you know what? We're just going to craft a ton of wheat here. And what we'll do is, well, what I'll do, because I'm probably going to do the farming off camera, is I will take the seed bags that are left over out, and then plow or vice versa, something. Okay, so we've used up the entire... Let's see if we can get 10 in there first. Nine. Rats. Alright, and then let's, you know what, since we've... let's see how far this gets us. Not that one. Since there's a slight grass issue right here, I'm going to move one over to this side. Alright, we'll run down here. Okay, let's see how it's working out. Okay, so we're not using nearly the amount that I thought we would. Oopsies. At least on the one side. We'll see how the rest of this goes. Okay, so we used up most of the seed on this side, and okay, so it's a mixed bag. Sometimes it was a lot, sometimes it was nothing at all. Let's check the side. Overall, quite impressed with this. I was disappointed it didn't get the outsides as much, but, you know, not too bad. So what I think I'll do is, I'm just gonna plant this outside real quick, is next time, hopefully the plants will be growing and I'll record harvesting them. And then I'll probably create another, what do I want to say, section on the other side. So what I can do through as well is I can come through here and kind of fill in the blanks. See, here's the problem, is I think it's still using the seed. Well, that looks good. Alright, we're going to take the seed that's left over and we'll put it back in the vault. But that's going to do it for this episode. I'm sorry if it kind of jumped around a little bit. I had to take care of the puppy. He wanted out, and then I had some issues elsewhere with, like, the deer were being really annoying. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Like I said, if you got any questions, comment sections down below. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you're not subbed and you want to see more content like this, I'm showing these every Mondays and Fridays, with bonus videos on Wednesdays when I have the extra footage. And I'm probably going to end up trying to fit another game in here to record here and there as well. I don't have any set schedules or set games at the moment. Just got to branch out and make sure that I don't get bored with this game. I really like it, but that's what happened with Space Engineers. Got bored and stopped playing. So anyways, that's going to do it again for this episode, and take care. Bye.